Okay, this is take 2 on my learning love structure. I'm transcripting this from something that I wrote nearly a week ago, and it's based on my project, which is investigating love, and I have devised my own perspective on it based on other psychologists' theories and other views that I have researched on the internet and from films and music that I've been listening to. And this is just a short passage of something that I've created about the personal life project also, which is featured on a blog, and that will be available as online content. What is love? I can't feel it. I can't touch it. Where is this love? That's Natalie Portman in Closer, which is a movie I highly recommend. And it's all based on relationships and a love, not a triangle, a square, love square. I consider myself to be quite square. Okay, so here it goes. Well, maybe we have to convince ourselves that this illusion of something called love exists in order to survive since childhood. How do we know we love our parents, for example? From a small age, we rely on them for support. Intimacy since birth. It doesn't get much more real than that. We learn it from films, music, and the people we meet. It's like Disney, audio propaganda, or simply psychopaths. We wrap ourselves into a fantasy we call love, and it is always temporary, yet it may switch due to what is simply attraction, and then the desire element kicks in, and the cycle continues. It is a natural stimulant, a pain suppressor, and we crave it. That is why exercise and smoking and food are popular substitutes to being in love. We must love thyself before committing to our chosen one. I still believe in monogamy. I still believe it is possible. It's taken me several years to comprehend this due to my distorted view on love. On the other hand, perhaps it is more important, given the climate by the governance of the world, that we seek more intimate relationships, sexual or not, with intention to support each other through life, by that elusive title, love. So I've put it down into 3 phases, entitled Love and Reality, or the reality of love. Phase 1 begins with self-care and maintaining this is self-care, maintaining safe standards and comfortable living conditions. Once you've achieved that, we can begin to integrate into society in a holistic and accepting manner. So, you'll go out and you can face other people, complete strangers, and you'll be accepting and you will feel connected to them without judgment. Further to that is when you begin to aid less fortunate people. That's selfless love. You don't really need a reason to do it. You can just do random acts of kindness. Just to help another person. That is a manifestation of love too. And then you need courage. With all of this, you need the courage. And that's exploring the unknown. The unknown. What is the unknown? And why are we afraid? Love and fear cannot exist together. Phase 2. Identify that the mind and heart are separate entities, and that the physical appearance of love does not necessarily correlate to its internal mechanisms, that being chemical changes and cognitive processes of your potential counterparts. And a human being is love in manifestation. Try to understand this. A human being is created from love. Rationalize this. 2 people, they fall in love, and they wish to procreate. A human being is made out of love. Does this suggest that love and sex are the same thing? Existing as a component of love in any given reality. You look around you, look at what there is. If you have a home, you have family, friends, or simply the beauty of nature, this is all manifestation of love. Humans have free will. We process the power to give or receive the love that is offered. You get a lot of subliminal messages coming through in film and television programs and the radio and, the mainstream music that feels like we're surrounded by constantly. But this is all creations, and love is creation. You have the free will to pick and choose. You do have the power to give and receive the love that you need or require or desire. Phase 3. Realization that calculating whether this love is real or imposed in order to have the energy extracted for the selfish propensities will be detrimental to personal well-being. What I mean by this is that you have to think logically. You have to think, is this person going to help or hinder my personal spiritual growth? Is this person taking more from me than they are giving back to me? Like I've said previously, yin and yang. You cannot have dark without light. You have to have balance. You have to have this dynamic in order for the relationship to exist and to work in both your favour. So then we come on to the action of rebellion, or continue being part of the object of a potential mate's lust or love. You need to tell the difference between lust and love. You have to make a decision about whether you're going to walk away or you're going to continue being part of this relationship. If it's beneficial to you and whether it's harming anybody else in the process. Time and experiences define the relationship and will reveal authentication of the love or lust. Love versus lust. Which is it? And is it real? Or is it a delusion? Are you kidding yourself? This time and the experiences that you accumulate over time, weeks turn to months, turn to years, and then you still find yourself, in hindsight, wondering, what was it? Is it love? Finally, to conclude my learning love structure, I've found 3 components that are crucial to the relationship's survival. You have to have trust. Once your trust is broken, it is almost impossible to repair. Loyalty. You cannot expect people to come in and out of your life without expecting some turbulence. If these people are going to be loyal to you, or you're going to promise to be loyal to them, then you've got more chances of the relationship working. And finally, in conclusion, my 3rd most vital concept that is part of love is empathy, compassion. Compassion for understanding other people's emotions, their points of view, their situation. This is what I believe to be a working model of relationships. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and I will speak very shortly again soon in another episode.